There comes a moment in every man's life where things don't go as planned. The bill is up late, the business doesn't materialize on time, and every single thing seems as though it's against you. And if you push, just one little push, if you keep persisting, in fact, where pressure is, it means success is close. This has almost become like a cliche because you've heard it previously, persisted in the achievements, and yet success still seems elusive. It's understandable, and one of the things you need to sit and analyze is the fact that adversity is proof of motion. You can never get stuck in traffic if you don't leave your house. The fact that you're failing means there's motion. There's something I want us to sit and analyze as professionals. In fact, before we move on, let's talk about those who are aided by manifestation. The problem with this concept is once you feel negative or once you doubt yourself or any feeling contrary to the baseline, you somehow believe that the manifestation process has been cancelled. I've thought countlessly about belief. Belief is what produces results. If you believe a lie or if you believe the truth, the outcome will be according to your belief. If you believe you're always going to be poor, if you believe you're never going to be successful, you would act in accordance to that belief, which would produce the outcome. For instance, if you believe you're going to be poor, you would naturally gravitate towards low-paying jobs, you would be easily satisfied, you would never strive for promotion, you would lack ambition, and anything that connotes to advancement would be repulsive, would be uninteresting to you. While your peers and colleagues are trying to get an additional degree, further position them in a standpoint where they can achieve a higher position, a higher result. It's uninteresting. So it's not necessarily the belief that attracts the reality, but the belief compels the individual to unconsciously take action that produces an outcome. Or for clarity, a matching outcome. Another thing I would like to point out, like I said, your belief gives you the matching outcome. But did I just lose my wording? That's very unusual. The initial point we were talking about is those who are aided by manifestation, those who believe any feeling contrary to baseline somehow disrupts the manifestation process. I've touched about belief. There's something else I want to highlight because we have this flawed idea becoming that person or that individual or that outcome, that desire, once sustained, would leave us with little to no problem. So, for instance, a short guy trying to get height somehow believes once he attains that position, there's never going to be a problem. It's a very stupid philosophy to dwell in. Once you have money, you solve problems only money can solve. Then you begin with real problems like who to hire, how to do XYZ, how to ensure the people around you are not psychopaths. You begin to experience a different set of problems. So it's a flawed belief. The takeaway is once you feel something contrary to the initial feeling, understand that problems are always going to exist, but in varieties. Just because you feel X way doesn't mean you disrupted the manifestation. That's like saying, I'm a billionaire, therefore I should not experience problems. Or I'm XYZ height, therefore all women should like me. It doesn't work that way, sir. So just thought to put that out, and let's talk more on adversity. Closer to success, one of the things you experience is intense opposition. Things that used to be easy becomes difficult. Your tripod breaks, your laptop spoils. All of the things that aids the result becomes more difficult. It's as though the pressure mounts by the day. The people who used to support are showing less interest. Every single thing that used to go properly is becoming more difficult. In this season, you have to persist. You have to show that you're resilient and you would never give up. I was in a discussion with my brother the other day, just reminiscing on our past and every single thing we've been through. And I said to him literally, if I knew this was what it was going to take to become successful, I wouldn't do it. Honestly, it is very painful. It is very hard. There are times where anxiety implodes upon you. There are times where you owe money, the business owes money. There are times where, from a logical standpoint, it seems as though there is no escape to this situation. Now, do I enjoy the success I have now? Of course I do. I'm not trying to say, I dislike now. That would be hypocritical at highest unimaginable. However, the point I'm trying to highlight is that frail vessel could not handle the level of pressure relatively. So the takeaway from the video is making a mistake of feeling negative doesn't mean you disrupted your manifestation flow. And as always, my friends, a pleasure speaking to you. See you in the next one.